Welcome into the Geico 15. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save. And there he is, our two-time Super Bowl champion, our all-around good guy. I love the smile. I love the knowledge. Bryant McFadden. I also love the fact that the NFL has all these prop bets out now. This is free chocolate pudding. This is bliss on tap, and I am happy. Let's start with the most regular season touchdown passes. Tom Brady led last year with 43. Matthew Stafford was second with 41. Justin Herbert was third with 38. If you look at the odds, Brady's the favorite, then Mahomes, Stafford. You know, it's the guys that you would expect. I like Justin Herbert at plus 900. Where are you going?
I'm going with Matthew Stafford at plus 700, and here's why. You just read the list off from what we saw a year ago. Quarterbacks with the most regular season passing touchdowns. Matthew Stafford, in an experimental-like year, gave us 41 passing touchdowns. So one would think, EK, year two with Sean McVay, head coach, quarterback, they will know each other better than what we saw last year. And in his first go-around, if he gave 41 touchdowns, I do believe we will see an increase when it comes to that number, especially when you look at the chemistry and the rhythm he has established with those pass catchers there in Los Angeles. Give me Matthew Stafford with the quarterback whisper dead in his ear, dialing up some heat, especially in the red zone, to be able to come through with this big-time prop bet for me.
Quick follow-up. You worried about Cam Akers coming in and taking some rushing touchdowns? That's Florida State right there. That's a good player. He's coming back.
No. I think having Cam Akers in the lineup for the entire season actually will help Matthew Stafford when it comes to this prop bet, because the more balanced offense they can display, you can't just dissect and predetermine what they potentially will do based on from the defensive side of things. So balance, I think, is going to help Matthew Stafford when it comes to this prop.
All right, next up, how about the most regular season rushing yards? Jonathan Taylor won it last year by almost 600 yards over everybody else. He had 1,811 yards. Nobody else came even close to 1,300. Only two guys other than him cracked additionally over 1,200. He's only plus 5. Why isn't he a bigger favorite here, and who do you want to take here?
I'm taking Jonathan Taylor.
Me too.
I don't know why he's a bigger favorite. This is a guy I had on 2 of my fantasy teams, and you better believe I did a lot of cheering for Jonathan Taylor. But here's why I'm taking Jonathan Taylor. 1,800 plus yards, as you mentioned, running the football last year with average quarterback play. Bringing in Matt Ryan, I said Matthew, but I'm calling Matt.
Yep.
Bringing in Matt Ryan, I think will help Jonathan Taylor when it comes to the production, because now Matt Ryan is a better quarterback, in my opinion, than what we saw from Carson Wentz last year. So you talk about the balance, knowing the big playmaker that Jonathan Taylor is, I'm taking Jonathan Taylor. And when you look at the field, I mean, Derrick Henry is a guy that you can always throw into this conversation, but I don't think we will see the type of year that we've seen from Derrick Henry in years past, because A.J. Brown is no longer there. Ryan Tannehill is starting to kind of go in the wrong direction. And offensive line-wise, we've seen some issues with that offensive line, most notably injuries. And when you look at Nick Chubb, he's sharing the backfield with Kareem Hunt. So this is the guy right here for me. When you look at what he did last year, I think it was just a small appetizer. If you like calamari, if you like mussels, if you like oysters, he just kind of gave you a small appetizer of what he can do this year. So you better get ready for a huge main course in the next few coming up months.
Now, I believe I'm with you. I would jump all over that plus 500. I'm surprised he's not closer. Plus 300, plus 250, that kind of thing. Now let's get to the regular season receiving yards. You know, Cooper Kupp he won by more than 300 yards. He had a great all-time season. He didn't even come close to winning his category as badly as Jonathan Taylor won his category. Cooper Kupp does have really good odds here. He is the favorite. Justin Jefferson, who was second in receiving yards, he's second. I'll go Jamar Chase at plus 1,200. Where are you headed?
I love the Jamar Chase pick. I clearly love the odds. You talk about plus 1,200. I think that's a lot of juice in that orange. But I'm going with his old collegiate teammate, Justin Jefferson, at plus 1,000. The reason why I'm going Justin Jefferson, EK, is his new head coach was hands-on with that offense we saw last year with the Rams. Seeing how he was able to be a part of getting Kupp open, Cooper Kupp had a phenomenal year, won the Triple Crown. I believe Justin Jefferson will have that Cooper Kupp-like role for the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, heck, not being involved in that type of offense. He gave 1,600 yards a year ago. Year 3 in the National Football League, he's gaining more experience. The game is starting to slow down for him a lot more than what we saw in the first 2 years. And with this offense, knowing how Kevin O'Connell will find a way to get his best pass catcher open, this will be the new Cooper Kupp for the Minnesota Vikings, Justin Jefferson, and he will come through with the same dividends we saw from Cooper Kupp in the Rams uniform. Give me Justin Jefferson plus 1,000.
How about this? How about we take Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson?
That's
and
fair.
If either of them come in, we're going to win handsomely. I'll take them against the rest of the field
I think
at 5 or 6 to 1.
What we should do, since we're teammates, EK,
Yep.
I'll put something on Justin, you put something on Jamar Chase. Either guy win, we split.
Deal. Fair enough.
Deal.
All right. And since we're teammates, I'm going to point
Teamwork.
out that you defensive guys don't like it that we only talk offense. It's not fair. So I am going to go off the board and ask you a defensive question. Who's going to lead in sacks?
Wow. The guy I'm picking right now, he don't even have any odds. That's Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa is not even on the board right now. I'm not going with a usual suspect, TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald. I'm going Joey Bosa, and here's why. Who are you going to slide the line to? Joey Bosa or Khalil Mack? Getting Khalil Mack is going to be huge for Joey Bosa. This is a guy who's a double-digit sack guy waiting that to happen, but now having a potential dominating force opposite of Joey Bosa is going to open up so many opportunities for him. And playing in a division where quarterback power is clearly unnoticed, they're going to throw the football a lot in that division, EK. The opportunities will be there for Joey Bosa. And like I said, we don't even know what the odds will be for Joey. I looked on the board. He's not even on the board right now. So for everyone that's watching us right here on HQ, just throw a little something out on Joey Bosa, because clearly you will get a lot of juice on your bet, because right now he's not even on the board.
All right, fair enough. Now, how about coaches? And new coaches, and we're talking about almost a third of the guys in the league are new. Which new coach do you think will have the most success out of the gate?
We got 10 new head coaches for this upcoming season. Think about that. That's a lot of new faces and new places with new roles. But I'm going all the way down to the bottom of that graphic. Previous coach, Sean Payton. New coach, Dennis Allen. Give me Dennis Allen, and here's why. This is a playoff, that's a playoff team he inherited, right? You look at the roster on both sides of the football, even with the additions, this is a playoff caliber team. And the team that they're chasing in their division in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the last 8 ball games, they've won 7. Tampa is 1-7 in the last 8 meetings against the New Orleans Saints. So when you add that into the equation, having the number 1 team's number, basically, and then with the additions of Jarvis Landry, getting a healthy Michael Thomas back into the fold, adding Tyrann Mathieu, getting a healthy Jameis Winston back in the fold, not to mention you still got Alvin Kamara, and you added Chris Olave via draft. This is a team, in my opinion, EK, they're going to win a lot of ball games, and I do believe they will get into the playoffs, and I'm riding with Dennis Allen.
When you're not, you're kind of full and there's still that extra slice of pizza and you go, yeah, it's going to be good. And then you eat it and you're like, that was a bad idea. And then you say, I'm never doing that again. That's where I am with the Minnesota Vikings. I keep going back there. And then I go, it wasn't so bad. It was pretty good when I had that extra. And then I go, oh, I'm going to do it again. I'm going back there. I'm taking the extra. I'm going Vikings. The Vikings, Kevin O'Connell, that's a team that's going to have a really good year. Dalvin Cook's going to be healthy. Defense is going to play better. I like the division. I'm going to go with the Vikings. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't play great or they don't have solid at wide receiver, maybe why not us if you're purple and playing in Minnesota? Okay, now it's time for the bold prediction. 15 seconds on the clock. Bryant McFadden, the floor is yours.
My bold prediction for this upcoming season, Lamar Jackson will miss the start of the season, because I don't believe they will get a contract done that he is deserving of seeing. $40+ million has to be the going rate for Lamar Jackson. I don't know if they will get that deal done before the start of the season. If they don't get that deal done, I think Lamar Jackson will sit out to prove his point. It's a very, very bold thing of me to say, but this is a bold prediction, and that's where I'm going.
That is your Geico 15-second bold statement. Well done, Bryant McFadden. Certainly appreciate the thoughts and the time. And you know the deal with BMAC. That's right. They have a terrific podcast going on. It's all things covered. They're related. They play the same position. They both played in the NFL. Patrick Peterson, BMAC. And see, they cover you in the secondary, so all things covered. See, it's a nice, they're smart. They have a good title. It's terrific. You download, you follow, you enjoy.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.